Death smiles at us all, wrote ancient Roman philosopher Seneca. All a man can do is smile back. This quote, though centuries old, still rings true today. It highlights our complex relationship with death, a universal truth we grapple with throughout our lives. Death, despite being a natural part of life's cycle, often evokes fear and anxiety. It's okay to feel this fear. It's a normal human response to the unknown. Acknowledging this fear is the first step towards understanding and eventually overcoming it. We're not alone in this journey. Across cultures and throughout history, humans have sought ways to make sense of death and find peace with its inevitability. This essay will explore practical and philosophical approaches to help us face this fear and live our lives more fully. The fear of death, known as thanatophobia, is a complex phenomenon with various underlying causes. One major fear is the unknown. What happens after we die? This question has haunted humanity for centuries. The uncertainty can be paralyzing. Another prevalent fear is the fear of pain and suffering, especially when facing a terminal illness. We also fear the loss of control that comes with death. Our identities, experiences, and relationships, everything we cherish, will cease to exist as we know them. Finally, we fear for those we leave behind, worrying about their grief and well-being in our absence. While we can't eliminate the fear of death entirely, we can learn to manage it and prevent it from paralyzing our lives. One effective strategy is to confront our mortality directly. This might involve talking openly about death with loved ones, writing our thoughts in a journal, or exploring our feelings through art. Another helpful approach is focusing on living in the present moment. By being fully engaged in our current experiences, we worry less about the future, including death. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, can be invaluable tools for cultivating present moment awareness. Additionally, finding purpose and meaning in our lives can provide a sense of peace and acceptance. Section 4, Inspiration from the Brave, Stories of Acceptance. History is replete with individuals who face death with courage and grace, offering us valuable lessons in acceptance. One such figure is the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates, condemned to death on false charges. Socrates used his final hours to engage in philosophical discussions with his students, demonstrating remarkable composure in the face of his demise. Another inspiring story is that of Randy Pausch, a computer science professor diagnosed with terminal pancreatic cancer. Pausch delivered a last lecture that became a viral sensation, sharing his insights on life, death, and the importance of pursuing our dreams. These individuals, though facing their own mortality, chose to embrace life's precious moments, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom and inspiration. Section 5. Beyond the Veil, Spiritual and Philosophical Lenses. Spiritual and philosophical perspectives offer diverse interpretations of death, providing comfort and meaning to many. Some religions, like Christianity, believe in an afterlife where individuals are reunited with loved ones and experience eternal life. Eastern philosophies, such as Buddhism and Hinduism, view death as a natural part of a continuous cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, regardless of one's beliefs. Exploring these diverse perspectives can broaden our understanding of death and help us find our own personal meaning. Engaging in spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, or attending religious services can also provide solace and comfort. Section 6. A Global Tapestry. Cultural Attitudes Towards Death. Cultural attitudes towards death vary widely across the globe, shaping our individual perspectives. In some cultures, death is celebrated as a transition to a new phase of existence, while in others, it's marked by mourning and elaborate rituals. For instance, in Mexico, the Day of the Dead is a joyous occasion where families gather to remember and honor their deceased loved ones. Contrastingly, in some cultures, death is a taboo subject, rarely discussed openly. Understanding these diverse cultural perspectives can enrich our own understanding of death and encourage us to approach the subject with greater openness and sensitivity.